forth on social media, man. Like, you got to remember, Hitman Holla is URL's original franchise player. When I first started blogging like 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I used to be like, what's the URL without Hitman Holla? Not Smack DVD. What's URL? The YouTube era without Hitman Holla? Because he got the biggest numbers on the platform. But then him and Surf battled, Um, him and Surf battled, and Surf won the match, and I felt the torch was passed that night, where Surf became the franchise player of the URL. But when Hitman did come around, Surf played his position and always paid homage to Hitman Hollywood Holla. Now I'm hearing these two is bickering on social media. It's all love though between them, but it's competitive. They both competitive, and if they rematched, I won't mind seeing that one, a rematch between them two. You know, and I hope this time Holla actually take a battle on his hometown. St. Louis. Give Holla a home game, man. Holla's a road warrior. You know, the Tay Roc and Surf. It'll be a big battle, but I prefer Hitman Holla versus Tsu Surf 2 over Tay Roc versus Tsu Surf. You know what I mean? Part 2. You know? What the community think about that, though? You know? Holla want to get his lick back. You know? It was a good ass battle, man. That was a good ass battle. But yeah, I happened to see that shit on Twitter. Niggas talking like, oh, Hitman and Surf is talking smack to each other. You know what I mean? I don't see it on my timeline, but I heard this came to the community to see what's up. You know what I mean? Which rematch would y'all rather see? You know? For real. Fuck the rematches, though. You know what I mean? Surf need to get that B dot. We need B dot back. You know what I mean? Maybe go battle Disaster. You need a curveball, For real. But Tay Roc battle I really don't want to see. You know? But I definitely want mine part 2 with Surf and Hitman Holla. Maybe they could put some big money on the floor. Surf won 220 to battle. Hitman get about that. You know what I mean? Maybe they need to put all that money on the floor, have that shit judged, and the winner takes all, man. We need some structure in battle rap, man. Really, we want to turn this shit to a sport. We want to call battle rap a sport, but it's not. All these battles are promotional battles, man, until they judge. You know what I mean? So we have win-loss records and rankings and stuff. Battle rap need to be restructured, man. They need to start with that rematch right there. Hitman Holla versus Tsu Surf. A 440K battle. Winner takes all. Because Hitman get paid about that. You see what Hitman made for the 3 battles on RBE. The man made $500,000. You know what I mean? So, I mean, ARP was giving that nigga like 150, 160 a pop. You know what I mean? To pop out in battle. You know? So, whatever they get paid, just throw all that shit on the floor. Get some respectable judges and light battle rap back up, man. You two dudes can do it, man. For real. But y'all be robbing Holla out here. The community don't like Holla for some reason, man. Like, what you expect Holla to talk about? Holla's not in the hood no more, man. Holla live a flamboyant lifestyle, man. And y'all want to get on my boy for talking about his bag? Like, come on, man. You got all these niggas lying about guns they shoot and bust and the phony crack and dope they sold, but Hitman's really living that real ball life and he can't talk about his money. That's crazy, Nigga talking real talk, you know what I mean? About his successful lifestyle. And the community, I don't want to hear that shit. But y'all want to hear Rum Nitty lie about all these guns he busts and Easy lie about all this crack he sold and like this community, man. This community is something else, man. Yeah. Got all these big drug kingpins, but they be no showing and don't want to send back deposits and shit. You got a nigga that used battle rap as a vehicle for bigger and better things, and now he can't brag and boast and shine on his peers because the fans be like, that's all he took about his money. Like, come on, man. Get up. Y'all make certain y'all make certain rules for certain people, man. That shit is whack. Like Mook could get away with spitting out dated long rounds, but soon as Disaster do it, y'all chew Disaster out, but y'all all cheer for Mook. Like community needs some real structure, man. Some real structure. But I'm telling you, if battle rap started putting real big money on that floor, you'll start seeing the upper class back outside. Niggas look at it, I got to try to win that $500,000 right there. You know what I mean? Real. But who will win that rematch? Tsu Surf and Hitman Holla. Just imagine a 440K battle, winner take all. You know, Hitman is gonna be up there remixing and spinning and all that shit. Surf will be, lock key. You know, it'll be something. It'll be something. You need that life shot back into battle rap right now, man. You need that big kind of pot on the floor to restore the order and the culture. That's just the way I feel, man. You know what I mean? I just seen Hitman's tweet. He said, Surf, you know I don't mind coming up in that spaces and chewing you out. Salute. You know? We were just talking about that this morning. Hitman Holla versus Tsu Surf Part 2, and now these two is talking crap to each other on Twitter. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. We spoke that shit up this morning. You know what I mean? We put that in the air early this morning. Heard up. But yeah, King, what's good, man? Yeah, Surf and Hitman, they going back and forth on X right now. I seen Hitman's tweet. Don't make me come into spaces and light you up. You know what I mean? But it's all love between them. It's no malice. Yeah, they really got real love for each other. There's no crazy shit, but they both competitors. You know what I mean? Word up. They both got that competitive spirit. You know how Hitman get down, man. You know? But this community hate Hitman, man. They hate that nigga, man. You know, he brag about his lavish lifestyle, man. But these other niggas is allowed to lie about selling crack and being big drug kingpins and shooting all these guns, you know? When Hitman talk about that bag, niggas get mad, man. Only in battle rap, man. For real. For real, man. But I just wanted to come on here real quick, chop it up. The people who fuck with me, you know? If I keep doing this every day, the numbers will go up. So I gotta stay consistent with this shit, man. You know? As long as there's battle rap talk going on and not that gossip shit, I'm all for it, man. Word up. They did, fam. This shit is really like we let anybody in this fucking culture, man. Anybody. A lot of niggas should have been out of here, man. But not this culture rock. You know? A lot of niggas should have been out of here, man. I see Thesaurus, he's on Chris Mbaya's heels, man. He's like, I'm disappointed in this community. You see all this shit right here, and we still allow him to have a voice in this community. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, he's bodying that nigga on Twitter for the last 2, 3 days. You know what I mean? The community don't care about women, you know? They don't care about women.